game, and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the USC Trojans and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Wisconsin head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Badgers ready to kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Fights off a defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now...
Snags it, and he's open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mayaba. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Stumbled to the ground.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Miller. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Snags it, and there's running room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down. But if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to bully their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
Joseph. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be looking to run. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Mayava. Throwing right. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after.
Makes the grab in their space. And he was off to the races, finally tipped up at the 36. The Badgers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here comes the option. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Rigby. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Badgers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. The option look. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch. Good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Could be an alley. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Badgers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got it behind the line. It's Rigby. Touchdown, Badger! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Kings got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. They're out there taking a look at this sophomore defensive back, and we hope he's able to get back in the action shortly. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to pass, it's Mayava. Complete on the left to Williams. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is...
Makes a grab and room to run. Smashes through the tackle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the point after is good. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they turn it into a defensive score. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Throwing Joseph. He rifles one deep to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback may change this route. Again, it's Joseph. Right down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out to them?
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Joseph. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Kearney. There's a little room there. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Badgers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? This is a designed run. And he'll
tale of two quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Jordan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
With the catch, it's Miller. Runs through a man, and he might have... Continues to fight for yards. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Caught by Williams on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing Joseph. Going over the top. He's got it down the field. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Ready, go. To the air on first down. Moving out to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 22 team, the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's the Red Raiders keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Now on the move. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Joseph. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Buying some time. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Offense gets set for second down. Joseph. Here's the pressure. He wants it all. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They're working that left side. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. And we're locked up here in the 3rd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. So on their first drive of this 3rd quarter, they find themselves in a tie game after that last field goal. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man.
There's a crease. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Scrambling away. Rolling right and going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big 3rd down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. He did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20. That's caught. It's Bowman. Turning it on. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they go back on top.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Throwing Joseph. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Oh, they're after him. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Stepping to the right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So here they come on 4th and long. This play made much more difficult by that 3rd down penalty.
Sweet. Bubba. Move.
Again, it's Joseph. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. To the air, it's Mayava. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Working the middle, it's complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge 4th down play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Here's an interception. Oh, do they need that turnover?
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Joseph finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Using the quick game. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. From the gun, the ground game. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. From the gun on third down, Joseph. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Joseph from the gun on third down. He's got him in the flat. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense, it just gave you a good stop. They need another one for you.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Here comes the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get into third and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable third down, they win, and probably force the punt here.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got it way down the field. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Pulls it in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, USC! They move on top here in the fourth. The Trojans were the answer.
I know it hasn't always been pretty for this guy throughout the course of the game, but David, he has shown tremendous mental toughness. He just keeps going back on the field, and he keeps taking his shots. He looked really good on that last drive throwing the football, and now gives his team the lead.
And he has struggled. That's his first passing touchdown. But in the moment when his team needed it the most, in a 2-minute drill when it's the hardest, he puts it together, goes down the field, and takes the lead for his football team.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Joseph. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.